is here in you. What the hell on you said I could do? Stand when you do it there. Things can go the way you go anywhere.
The Truth with Gwen Azama-Edwards, every Thursday at 6:15 on Goliath Radio. Gwen Azama-Edwards, retired city clerk, former city commissioner, City of Daytona Beach. The Truth with Gwen Azama-Edwards on Goliath Radio.
Stan, you've been sitting much too long, much too long. Welcome, 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 welcome to Truth, a radio program designed with you in mind, a program whose sole purpose is to empower you, our listeners. For information leads to knowledge, and knowledge is power. And as always, I want to continually empower you to take control of your life. Once you go to the website, www.gwen-truth.com, so you can access the all-important and all-empowering information links that will get you to the information that will make you all powerful. Welcome, 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 welcome to Truth. As has been stated, Gwen Azama-Edwards, city commissioner, former city commissioner, retired city clerk, and that's with the City of Daytona Beach, author, minister, St. John Missionary Baptist Church Incorporated, community volunteer, community activist, and I have as my guest tonight, this is one of my last two shows, but I have as my guest tonight one of my favorite people, someone that I lay down at night with and wake up in the morning with, and he gets up before me because I'm semi-retired and he's still working. But none other than Pastor Larry T. Edwards. And we're going to talk about many things. We're going to talk about many things, but we're going to talk about also this season. And sometimes during this season, people get the holiday blues. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about successes in life. We're going to talk about the true meaning of Christmas. We're going to talk about the blessedness of this season, And perhaps during our conversation, you will get to know a little bit more about each of us individually and as a couple. Praise God. Hopefully not that much. But Pastor, welcome.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Good to have you. As I've said to my listeners over the years that I try to, and we're celebrating 8 years, 8 total years of me as a radio broadcaster and host of the Truth Radio Show. And I've always said that I try to have you on at least once a year.
This is it.
This is it, huh? Well, is this the first time I've had you on this year?
I've been on twice.
Okay, all right. Fabulous, fabulous. And everyone who listens to Pastor Larry always says that he has such a great radio voice. And he does. He also has a great pastor voice, preacher voice. Just a resonance. There's a resonance in his voice that is very catchy, and it really speaks to the type of person he is, because he's a bold individual, and everyone who knows him knows that about him. Pastor Larry, can you remember the times during this holiday when you were younger and at home, and some of the different things that went on that people like to talk about during this holiday season? The songs you remember singing, the food that was cooked, the food that you ate, different activities you got into that you can talk about, that your mom has given you permission to share.
Yes, I will always remember the Christmas as a little boy. I grew up with 3 brothers and a sister. My mother and father celebrated Christmas with us each year. And before we could open the gifts, my mother would have prayer around the Christmas tree. And we wondered why why we had to pray before we open our gifts. Songs that we like to sing with Silent Night, the Three Wise Men, and we used to have to listen to the stories from my mother and father about Christmas. They wanted to talk about Jesus, but we wanted to talk about Santa Claus. But in the times we knew Christmas was near because the mother would have us do our yearly cleaning, that we would have to get ready to wash all the screens of the windows. And she would prepare that great Christmas dinner. We know that she made all kind of cakes, potato pies, greens, and we were always happy. My mother and father were good providers for us. As 5 kids in the family, we were allowed to get one main toy that we wanted, and then we share with our brothers and sisters.
Now, if I could just interject one thing, because I was thinking about that too, and I was wondering to myself why it was that in my family we could get like 2 toys, and then we get clothes. You get clothes maybe 3 times a year: Easter, Christmas, and then when you went to school. But we get 2 toys,
and you can afford it.
It's not. No, he's trying to be like that is not the case. But we got 2 at least to name 2 toys that we could get, and we were happy with the 2 toys. Like I'd get a pair of skates and maybe a bicycle.
We were taught to be thankful for whatever we got. If it wasn't the one toy. The Craftsman Bicycle Shop on 2nd Avenue is still open. There's a little boy, that's where we got our bikes from. My dream was always to have a red swing. My daddy finally got me a red swing.
And is that the one you said someone stole?
No, that was my brother.
Oh, okay.
He stole his bike on Christmas Day. And I don't feel sorry for him because my daddy brought him a lock. He didn't use the lock. So.
Oh gosh, but those were fun times, weren't they?
They were fun times, and then the clothing today is different because kids want brand name. They want brand name things. We were thankful to have shirts, shoes on our feet.
Yeah, I know you talking about the Blue Light Special.
Blue Light Special.
I did that for my kids too.
In Kmart or whatever. Lane 6, there's a Blue Light Special.
Hey, and everybody race over there.
You get it, and then
those actually were the good times. Those were good times.
And then we got these clothes, what they call wash and wear. I was like, okay, you wash them when you're going to iron them. But
Pastor, I've heard you tell that joke, and the truth is that now people are buying more things that you wash and wear. They aren't cheap things either.
I laugh at it now, but I was grateful for whatever my parents did for me. At least we had food.